When you say, I'm not in the mood, you're validating doubt. And it might seem harmless to say, I don't feel like it, I'm just not up for it. But every time we obey the feeling, we legitimize it. You train your mind to believe it, that this is a good enough excuse. And then we delay and postpone and procrastinate and hesitate. And before you know it, your entire life passes, or a year passes, or a week passes, and you look back and you didn't do anything that you set out to do. This is one of the reasons that I made myself a commitment to do one YouTube video a week. I have no interest to become an influencer whatsoever. I wanted to show up and document the things that actually I personally go through, and hopes that it will help another artist. That sometimes we feel so lonely working in a studio, and this is a way for me to connect with other creatives. And I noticed that the times when we don't feel like it, when we show up, even especially when we don't feel like it, the muse or energy, whatever it is, it rewards us in some way. Every breakthrough I've had artistically is when I don't feel like it and then I start working. And for whatever reason, that act of showing up when you don't feel like it, actually, you stumble on something, an idea, a concept, a creative window of opportunity to explore something. I just want to make a quick video this week. I have a lot of work to do because I'm getting ready for my solo show, so this is going to be a quick video. I wanted to practice that muscle, the act of showing up and recording, because even when I didn't feel like it today, the whole concept, the whole idea of even documenting a studio practice and even the works of art, you have to include all ideas, not just when you have motivation or inspiration or some clarity. It's also when you're lonely and you're doubtful and you're afraid to explore a certain subject matter. And all of that belongs in the work itself. Because we all talk about change. So everybody wants to change the world, but nobody wants to change. And I feel like showing up, especially when you don't feel like it, you practice that muscle, that it gets easier and easier every time. Same as working out, same as eating well. When we create an excuse for something, we legitimize that excuse and give it us permission, and almost training that muscle as to use that as a legitimate reason not to do something that would really benefit us in the long term. So it's so easy to go down into wanting short-term solutions to something, or choosing immediate pleasure over what's going to be important in the long haul for your artistic practice, even personally too, because real change demands self-observation in an honest way, not in a licking your wounds type of way. That's where the hard work plays in. We all look for frameworks of, oh, just do this and you're going to get here, from teachers, from belief systems, because it's difficult to look at yourself directly to the reasons why you don't want to change. We just decide not to change because I know when I want to do something, I do it. But why is it hard to show up when we don't feel like it? And I think it really is because we've used that excuse for so long. We give it legitimacy, and then we get frustrated with ourselves when we're not where we want it to be. And this is something I'm really working on this year, because we have a harder time, I think, looking at ourselves, not intellectually or theoretically, but honestly, radically, without any excuses, and having true responsibility for yourself. It's so easy to blame our parents, our societies, our upbringing, anything that we can find to point fingers at other people that steers away attention from yourself. And that's something that I am consciously wanting to do. And look at the contradictions. We work for 10 years for money, study endlessly, grind, sacrifice to get something outside of us. But it's very difficult to understand the value of looking at yourself because it's intangible. It is something we experience. This new self-awareness is experienced, and it's not something like validation from an outside or career or monetary benefit. And I think we don't even spend a fraction of it truly understanding ourselves. And then we say, I don't know why I'm like this. And I realize that we don't change because we don't want to. Because if we truly want something, we do it. And when your heart and your mind, I feel like it becomes aligned, we experience the wholeness of what it is like to be a human. And when you're whole, you're free. In my opinion, you can't be truly free when you have fear. And when you're truly free, you do not need an outside authority to guide you. No leader, no system, none even God. You have all the knowing within yourself to know what is right for you, because you become awake, responsible, and whole. Stop waiting for the world to change. The only revolution that has ever worked begins with the individual. I'll see you next week.